Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Cash and guns, more cash, more guns. Exactly what it says it's going to be. It gives you more money and more ways to shoot your friends. Now, it doesn't change the main concept of cash and guns. If you don't like pointing fake guns at your friends and pretending to shoot them, you're not going to like this game. And I could definitely see how if somebody was in a violent situation, this may be a trigger, so you might want to watch your audience before playing with them. But what does the expansion add? More cash, more guns. I already told you that, right? Some of the neat things in this will be more stuff. You have the new fake bills or counterfeit bills where you can add these counterfeit bills and only the Godfather himself or herself may decide if they're valid or not. Are they going to be acceptable currency? That's kind of a neat little twist on it. Otherwise, you're getting a little bit more of everything. You can buy more players, more guns, more different types of guns, and different type of cash or items to gather. And I think it's really, really fun. This is one of my favorite expansions for this. I feel like I just kind of shuffle this one in. I don't set it aside. It's very easy. Doesn't make the game any more complex, but does add a couple wrinkles to the game if you want. And it can also be a little bit modular if you want to, as you can add this in or that. I think it really adds in. So if I was playing with new players or a group of new players, I think I would stick to the base game. But I would quickly add this in because I think this adds a lot of fun to the experience and people are going to enjoy it immensely. In addition, there are a couple different types of guns, like the big gun that does 2 damage instead of 1, or the brute who doesn't lie down after taking a wound. It just kind of shakes things up a little bit and makes the experience, if it's getting stale, a little bit more fun and a little bit more life. And I think that's what an expansion should do, and that's what we do here. I can attest that everything from this expansion does fit in the base game box. It's a tight fit, but it does fit. You can fit everything in there and then chuck this box. So you can just throw it in there, mix it in as you want, and have a great time. And that's a good expansion for me. This is a keeper. Here's more cash and more guns. And this will be the box. It's going to be a little skinny box you're going to get. Now, when you open this up, you can notice there's a lot of air in here. So you're going to get a little advertisement, you get a rule book, which we'll take a look in a second. But you do need this size box to fit this big gun that's going to be in here. When you get them, the foam will just pop out of these, and then you'll have your gun. You're ready. So you're going to get a big gun this time, and then you're going to get 2 twin guns. One of them will be fake, which you'll be able to utilize when you're playing the game. You're also going to get a new safe that will come with this. You're going to get a little baby one, little baby gun here that you're going to have. We'll be using that for some of the cards. You're going to get some new cards here. You get some surprise cards and some new character powers. The new character powers will be the big gun. When you have that, they take 2 wounds. The twin guns, one is fake and one is real. And then the brute will have his. When you take a wound, your character doesn't lie down. As such, you still take part in the loot sharing. So that's kind of nice that you have that. Then you have some surprise cards that you can put in, and these will be immediate effects. At the beginning of a round, take the small gun in your other hand. You must name 2 different players. Apply your bane card with both weapons. Beginning round, discard a click in order to not participate in the hold-up phase. After Godfather's use a privilege to order another player to change, force all players aiming you to aim another player because you're seductive, etc. So those are pretty neat cards that you can utilize. A new aspect of the game is going to be the save. So what's going to happen is you're going to have cards underneath the save, and the Godfather, instead of taking loot from the middle, can choose 2 of the top cards, look at them, choose one, and give the other one to the person on the right. There's also a card, a combination card that will be in here. When you get the combination, you'll be able to open up the safe and take a card from that. So you have some new cards that you can easily just kind of shake in and utilize pretty easily. As for the rule book, you're going to get a full rule book here with plenty of pictures and setup and etc. Just like you're kind of used to in the real game. And then you have the new powers explained, the new surprise cards that will be back here. Very easy to just kind of dive this in and throw this in. So what do I think about more cash and more guns? I think it's very easy. I like the new powers. Those are pretty easy. The new guns are fun. Everybody likes getting this big thing. And when you get this little pea shooter and it wipes you out, nothing's more embarrassing and always get some good laughs. I actually like the twins too, where one of these is fake and not real, and that's really fun too. So it's very easy. The safe adds a little bit. There are fake bills that are in here now. So what's going to happen is these can be real or not real, and the Godfather can choose at the end of the round whether these are real or not real based on what's in his best interest or he wants to help. So the rule book is very good. I think the components are great. Everything kind of lines up perfectly, and this is one I highly recommend that if you like the base game, this is a quick, easy thing that doesn't add a lot of complexity. You can add in. It's a lot of fun. Some people, I was reading about it, think this is very necessary. I don't know if I'd go that far to say that it's necessary, but I would definitely say this does add to the fun. And if you're a fan of the base game, I would have no problems adding this in from the beginning, have everybody playing this and off to the races. I don't think there's any complexity that's added if they're gamers at all. The fake little things, the new guns, are they only come up if they're being utilized by the cards. They're not in every single game per se, really. But the content that's here is really fun. Great job with this expansion. Who should buy this game? Anyone who enjoys cash and guns. I think this fits in the base box. It adds to the experience, gives a couple of extra wrinkles you can throw in, especially if you want to play a couple games in a row. Okay, this time we're going to play with this and the Brute, and you kind of add that in, and it's a really good time. This is, I would say, a necessary expansion, but one that can be integrated very easily that I think you'll appreciate that you buy. If you're going to buy one expansion, this is the one I would start with, absolutely. Cash and guns, more cash, more guns. Winner, highly recommended.